Hi, welcome. Thank you for stopping by my little hobby shop here. Um, and today I'm going to just show you very simply how to chain and how to do single crochet, how to get started, and a few basic things. So this is really very beginner's class. And the reason I'm doing this, um, because I went to a little crafting gathering the other day and I really enjoyed teaching a couple of people how to crochet, and I completely forgot how difficult it can be in the beginning. So here it is, very basic stitches and a few things that you can do with it. So first of all, I think the easiest one to start with is some basic acrylic. I really have come to like this one. I just tried it out recently. It feels really good, and I love the fact that it is 100% recycled polyester. So it keeps a lot of plastic out of our oceans and our landfills, as it says right here. But you are welcome to choose whatever you want. I just think for beginners, simple acrylic works the best. It's not too smooth, it's not too rough, and it's just easy to work with. So how do you even read this and what do you do with all that? There's lots of information on here. So it tells you how much it weighs, how many yards and meters are on here. This is a medium size yarn, which is a 4. Then here, if you're knitting, that's with 2 needles. Then it's recommended to use a size 7, I think that's UK size, or a 4.5 millimeter set of knitting needles. We're going to crochet. I think crochet is easier for the beginning, but keep a lookout for my knitting classes soon to come. So for crochet, they're recommending a 6 millimeter hook or a size J10. You see that on here. It says 6 millimeter J10. I'm not a real fan of this big hook for this skinny yarn, and I'll show you the difference of it. I'm going to use a 5 millimeter, but you can play around with it. What happens? What's the worst that can happen? This is just a beginning practice piece, okay? You can always open it back up, and I'm going to show you both sizes of needles so you can see the difference. With the smaller hook, yeah, they're called hook for crochet. With the smaller hook, I create how should I explain it? Tighter knit, a tighter fabric, so to speak. Okay, so to get started, let's get your yarn, let's get your hook, and you start with the end, pull it through between your little finger and your ring finger. This is how I was shown. There are a million different ways you can do it, but this I found was easiest, and it can take some practice. So every time you feel like it, give it a few minutes and practice. After a while, it becomes very quickly, very easily done. Then the pointer, wrap it around your pointer twice in this direction. That's important. This direction. And then your thumb, you come down with the yarn, your thumb once. And then you can hold on with your 3 fingers here on the end to the yarn. You don't want to hold on too tight, you don't want to hold on too loose. You will just find out as you practice, okay, what's best for you. So now you can create your first slip knot. It's not considered a chain yet, that's the slip knot. See how I did that? Let's try it again. Let's start again. Between the little finger and the ring finger. Then your index finger twice, your thumb once, and hold on to the end. Got that? If not, rewind it, look at it again. Then you use your hook with the other hand if your right hand is the predominant one. I don't know how to crochet left-handed, so I'm right-handed. So you use your hook, you get in from under here, under this yarn, in this loop here, and you pull with the hook here. You can turn this thing, okay? Don't be scared. With the hook, pull it through until it's all the way through. Let that yarn drop off your thumb and tighten it up. That's a slip stitch. And now we're going to chain. So you have one loop, basically one chain, and you keep doing the same thing. So you hold on with two fingers and a thumb down here, and it's important that you always have enough tension here. So if your hands are really dry, or if the yarn just likes to pull very easily, then wrap it around your index finger 3 times. Okay, that's fine. Whatever works best for you. Hold on to the end with your thumb and your middle finger at least. And you see how I hold with the others as well. And grab that yarn with your hook and pull it through. So you see if this is too tight here, then you won't be able to pull it through, okay? So don't be too tight. Relax. It's not that serious. So pull, grab your yarn with the hook and pull it through your chain. Grab your yarn with the hook, pull it through your chain. Grab your yarn with the hook and pull it through the chain. Wow, you see that? In the beginning, it's not going to look very even. But as you get more practice, it's going to be more and more even. See that? Let me bring it better to the light. Always hold on to the tail end here as close to the hook as you can. Grab your yarn, pull it through. Grab your yarn, pull it through. Grab and pull, grab and pull. And you just keep doing that. And this is what it's going to look like. And one day you're going to be really fast. And it will be very even, but in the beginning it won't look this even. So be okay with that. It's just going to look rugged, and that's fine. And what you can do with that, well, you can use this string to tie up all kinds of things. You can create a really long chain and start using a needle like this one, and just stitch it up in a circle, kind of like like some people make a rug or a little carpet, an area rug, and just put some yarn in here and just stitch it up in whatever shape you want. Okay, if you're crafty, you can do that. But now that you know how to make a chain, I'll just make a couple more chains. Let's make a single crochet. So you have this chain on your hook, and then you have this chain right here. We're not going in this chain because that's the same chain where this one's coming out. So if you go in there, it'll just disappear. So first chain, second chain, third chain. We're going in the third chain. Okay, one more time. one chain on the hook, one chain where this one's coming out of, where the yarn is going in, and then the next one, that's where we insert the hook. Now you see we have two loops here. We're only pulling through the first loop. So grab your yarn, pull it through the first loop. So we still have two loops on our hook, okay? Now you grab the yarn again and pull it through both of these loops. So keep your piece of art here in control. Here's the beginning of the first row. This is the chain we just worked in, okay? We go in the next chain, do the same thing, grab your yarn, oops, grab your yarn, pull it through one loop, then grab your yarn again and pull it through both. And now you can see we have two single crochets already on this string of chains here. Same thing again. You see we worked a single crochet here. Now we go to the next one. Insert your hook, grab your yarn, pull it through one, grab your yarn, pull it through both. So now you have single crochet. So you can do that whole row like that, and then you can do the same thing as with a chain string. With the single crochet, you can make it as long as you want and stitch it together into something if you want. Or you can just continue crocheting, right? Next row single crochet, next row single crochet, and make a scarf or something. But you can also, and I'm going to show you real quick, a very easy first project. Oh, I'm opening up some stitches, yes. So let me open up all the way so we can try that all again. We can put two single crochets in each of these chains. So again, start with the 1, 2, 3, third one here. Pull through both loops. Now go back in the same stitch, okay? Pull one and then pull through two. So now we made two single crochets in one chain. Now we go to the next chain. First single crochet, same chain again, second single crochet. And in a moment you're going to see what's going to happen, how that looks different. So next chain, we're making two single crochets. And you can continue crocheting along, or you can turn it off or fast forward, whichever works best for you, okay? I'm just going to put two single crochets in each one of these chains, and I'm going to do it pretty quickly here so you can see what's happening when I do that. You see that? It's kind of twisting already. And I wanted to do that, okay? That's a good thing. So two single crochets in each chain. Don't leave one out. If you're not sure, take your piece of art here, grab it on the left side, grab it on the right side, and see where you are, okay? Pull your stitches, they won't break. So two single crochet, and that's the good thing with crochet. If you get stuck somewhere and have to open up, it only opens 1-2 stitches, and you can always grab it again. With knitting, if you're losing some stitches or if the needle comes out, you can lose half of your work that way if you don't pay attention. So 2 single crochet. This one is a little bit tighter, so pay attention where your stitches are, especially in the beginning when they're not so even. Let's take a look. Here's the next stitch. And that can be kind of tricky in the beginning. So take your time and pull your stitches and look. Here's the next stitch. Of course, I've been doing that forever. I don't really have to look where the stitches are, for the most part, unless I have a complicated pattern, making something new. So this is pretty cool here. It kind of curls up like that. You can make one in ice blue or in white or in silver and hang it on your Christmas tree as a little icicle. Okay, you can add a bead here at the bottom, make it look like an icicle, or you can make a bigger one with bigger stitches eventually and turn it into one of those spinning toys. Or I like to make worry worms, where I just end up tying up these 2 stitches up here and adding a wooden bead and draw a face on it, if you can imagine it. And that's called a worry worm. So here you go. There's all kinds of things you can make with this little spiral. Okay, and that will be our lesson for today. Keep practicing. Let me know how it works. Let me know if you have any problems. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions, and enjoy your first crocheting project. Thanks again for stopping by. Please give me thumbs up if you like it, share it with others, and subscribe to my channel.